saying? But when it first started, you know, I was in prison. You know, I was in prison facing 20 to 40 years. You know, I was trying to, I was trying to wiggle my way out of that type of stuff, man. You know, that's when I had first heard Young Jeezy. You know, when I was in prison. You know, cause back then I was a T.I. fan at the time, and my boy Mook B had told me one time, like when I called home, he like, Lo, boy, it's a new rapper named Young Jeezy, man. He said, man, you ain't gonna like goddamn T.I. no more. Jeezy talking about the shit you goddamn do for real. You live for real. I'm like on the phone, man, you gotta be crazy. This and this. I said, boy, you this and this. So when I got to my camp and I had bought me a radio, and I was on listen to the radio, and I heard saying, if it's taking too long to lock up, bring it back. And now listen, I'm like a chef over the stove in Houston. Yeah. I said, man, the man know what they talking about, man. So you know, and that would kind of make me like know that, oh shit, you can talk about stuff you do, this and this, you know. Yeah. And you know, then when I came home, really talking about the stuff I do, you know.
Oh, so that's what got you started rapping. The Young Jeezy, you said, okay, he's talking about the shit he's doing. I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, I had to, cause really the streets really provoked me to do it when I came home. Cause you know, a lot of people thought D4L was basically like a dance group, Laffy Taffy and all that. But you know, and I wrote one song and it was called I'm the Man, and that would provoke me to rap. Cause people like Shawty Lo, we want to hear that music right there from you. We don't want to hear all that dance and shit. We know you from back here for real. We know you live it for real. We want to hear you.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I said, damn, this is the first song I ever wrote. And I thought I did it by luck, but I just kept writing and doing more songs. And I got about my 4th or 5th song, Let's Get It. And you could hear the inside the music. Like when I'm telling him, I done found my style, I done found my swag. You could nip it in the bud, you could put it in the bag. So you could hear my hunger. And for me, my introduction into the rap game right then.
BMF thing, but I think that's a story that needs to be told. Do you remember those billboards that BMF had?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was crazy, right?
You know,
they were a big influence.
Yeah, there was a big influence. You know, a big influence. You know,
they set the bar a little higher, right?
Yeah, they set the bar a little higher. You say that
because you were doing your thing back then, but you know they were just like a team of people doing a thing.
Yeah,
they were like Walmart.
They they had them. We'll be honest, they had them at Chapo plug.
Yeah. Direct to Mexico. So.
Yeah. See, I had this, you know. I ain't don't lie. My plugs that was down got Miami and West Palm. You know, that was my accent was that, but you know. Yeah. But you know, my dad, you know, what I'm saying we was in business a long time ago. You know, he used to make the trips. Yeah. My boy Jay, he's locked back up right now. You know, what I'm saying Free Jay, he used to make the trips. You know what I'm saying down that way, and both end up getting caught. So you know. Then when my plugs was down that way, West Palm and Miami.
Road tripping, shorty don't